Have you ever had one of those days where your stomach just feels stuck? Maybe it's been 2 days, maybe 3. You feel heavy, bloated, and no matter what you try, water, a walk, even a second cup of coffee, nothing seems to help. You start to wonder, is this just part of aging? Or worse, do I need another laxative? Now let me stop you right there. Because what if I told you that there are certain fruits, natural, delicious, everyday fruits, that can gently reset your digestive system and help release what your body has been holding on to, sometimes in as little as 24 hours? I'm not talking about miracle pills or harsh detox teas. I'm talking about nature's own gentle remedies, fruits backed by science and real-life experience. And no, this isn't just another eat more fiber lecture. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 8 specific fruits, some common, some surprising, that can help eliminate old stool safely without creating dependency or discomfort. In fact, a few of them might already be sitting in your kitchen right now, and I've saved the most powerful one for last, the one that not only works fast, but does so in a way that supports your gut health long term. So if you're tired of feeling backed up, bloated, or relying on pharmacy fixes, this video might just be what your gut has been waiting for. Let's get into it. Number 1 on our list is kiwi. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Kiwi? That small, fuzzy fruit? Yes. Because behind its unassuming size and bright green color lies one of the most effective natural aids for digestive health. In fact, kiwi has become a favorite recommendation of mine for people who struggle with sluggish bowels or irregularity, especially as they age. What makes kiwi so special isn't just its fiber content, though that certainly helps. It's the presence of a natural enzyme called actinidin. This enzyme plays a key role in helping your body break down proteins more efficiently, which in turn helps reduce the amount of waste sitting in your system. But here's the magic. Studies have shown that eating just 2 to 3 kiwis a day can significantly improve the frequency and ease of bowel movements, sometimes in as little as 24 to 48 hours. Even better? Kiwi is usually very well tolerated. Unlike other high-fiber foods that might leave you feeling gassy or bloated, kiwi tends to work gently. That makes it perfect for people with sensitive digestive systems, especially seniors. Now, a quick tip. You can eat kiwi with or without the skin. The skin is totally edible and packed with extra fiber, but if the texture puts you off, peeling it is perfectly fine. Just be sure to wash it well either way. So, if you've been feeling backed up lately, or you're simply looking for a fruit that can help restore regularity without side effects, kiwi deserves a spot on your daily plate. And here's something I often tell patients and friends. Don't wait until you're constipated to reach for kiwi. Eating 2 kiwis a day as part of your regular routine may actually help prevent the problem before it starts. Now that we've peeled back the truth about kiwi, let's move on to a tropical fruit that quietly supports your gut in a very different way. Number 2 on our list is dragon fruit, also known as pitaya. It may look exotic with its bright pink skin and speckled flesh, but don't let its beauty distract you from what it can actually do for your gut. Dragon fruit is what I like to call a gut whisperer. It doesn't just push things through your system like a laxative. It works deeper, nurturing the environment inside your digestive tract so things can move naturally and consistently. The secret lies in something called oligosaccharides, natural prebiotic compounds found in dragon fruit that help feed the good bacteria in your gut. And if you've ever dealt with chronic constipation or irregularity, you probably already know that gut bacteria play a massive role in how smoothly things function. But there's more. Dragon fruit is also rich in water and fiber, especially when eaten fresh. That combo hydrates your intestines and adds soft bulk to your stool, helping it pass more comfortably. No straining, no urgency, just a steady, natural rhythm. Now, here's what makes dragon fruit even more appealing. It's gentle. It doesn't typically cause gas or bloating, and it has a light, mildly sweet taste that most people enjoy, even those who are a bit picky about texture or flavor. I often recommend dragon fruit to people who are looking for long-term improvement, not just a quick fix. Think of it like maintenance for your gut. One medium-sized fruit a day is usually enough. Just slice it open and scoop out the inside with a spoon, or toss it into a smoothie. Simple, refreshing, effective. And yes, results can show up in as little as 24 to 48 hours, especially if you're also staying well hydrated. So if you've been stuck in a cycle of bloating and sluggishness, and you're tired of chasing temporary relief, dragon fruit may be your quiet but powerful ally. Coming up next, fruit number 3. It's been used for centuries, and science is finally catching up to what ancient wisdom always knew. Let's talk about figs. Yes, figs. Those soft, chewy fruits that often get overlooked in the produce aisle. But let me tell you, when it comes to digestive health, figs are nothing short of ancient magic. People have been using figs to ease constipation and digestive discomfort for thousands of years, long before there were fiber supplements, powders, or pills. And now, modern science is starting to back up what tradition already knew. Figs work, and they work well. What makes them so effective? First, figs are rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber. That means they don't just bulk up your stool, they also help it move more smoothly through your intestines. If you've been dealing with hard, dry stools, or that feeling of incomplete emptying, figs may be exactly what you need. But there's another secret ingredient, an enzyme called phycin. It helps support digestion, especially if your system tends to be slow or sluggish after meals. Phycin is particularly helpful for breaking down food residues that might otherwise linger in your gut. Now here's something many people don't realize. Dried figs are even more concentrated than fresh ones. While a fresh fig contains about 3 grams of fiber, just 4 dried figs can deliver around 4 grams. That makes them not only convenient, but also surprisingly powerful in small amounts. But a quick note, if you're on blood thinners, be aware that figs are high in vitamin K, which can interfere with your medication. It's always smart to check with your doctor if you're making major dietary changes and you take prescription meds regularly. For most people, though, figs are incredibly safe and effective. I usually recommend starting with 3 to 4 dried figs per day, or 2 to 3 fresh ones. You can eat them as a snack, chop them into oatmeal, or even blend them into smoothies. And the best part? Figs tend to work well even for people who don't respond to other high-fiber foods. That's a game changer if you've tried bran cereal, flax seeds, or other gut health trends without success. So if your digestive system feels like it's stuck in the past, maybe the answer really is in something ancient, like figs. Number 4 on our list is the humble apple. Now we've all heard the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But what if I told you it might also help keep the laxatives away? Apples are one of those everyday fruits we take for granted. They're everywhere. Easy to find, affordable, familiar. But when it comes to digestive support, especially in easing constipation, apples quietly do a lot of heavy lifting. A medium apple, with the skin on, gives you around 4 grams of fiber. That's about 14% of your daily needs. But it's not just about the fiber. Apples contain something called pectin, a soluble fiber that forms a gel-like substance in your intestines. This gel helps soften your stool and support smoother movement through your gut. At the same time, the skin of the apple is rich in insoluble fiber. That's the type that adds bulk and stimulates your digestive tract to push waste along. So together, the flesh and the skin make a perfect team. Here's the key. You have to eat the skin. Peeled apples or applesauce won't give you the same benefit. In fact, they can sometimes slow digestion down. So if you're eating apples for your gut, go for the whole fruit, washed well and eaten fresh. Now, you might be wondering, will one apple make a difference? For many people, yes, especially if you eat it daily, and even more so if you're also drinking enough water. I once had a viewer, a woman in her 60s, who told me she used to have toast and coffee for breakfast every morning. She switched that out for a sliced apple with a handful of nuts and some warm herbal tea. Within just a few days, she said the bloating and heaviness she used to feel in the morning simply disappeared. So no, apples aren't exotic. They're not trendy. But that's exactly why they're powerful. They fit into everyday life without effort. Next time you walk past the fruit bowl, don't overlook the simple apple. It may be the most dependable digestive helper you already own. Number 5 on our list is the one that almost everyone's grandmother swore by: prunes. And guess what? Grandma was absolutely right. Prunes, also known as dried plums, have earned their reputation as one of the most powerful natural remedies for constipation, and they've got the science to prove it. What makes prunes so special is the triple effect they bring to the table. First, they're rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber, which helps add bulk and softness to your stool, while stimulating the natural muscle movements of your intestines. Second, and this is the real secret, they're loaded with sorbitol, a natural sugar alcohol that pulls water into the colon. That extra water softens even the most stubborn stool and helps it pass more comfortably. And third, prunes are packed with polyphenols, plant compounds that support gut health and reduce inflammation in your digestive tract. That's especially helpful if your constipation comes with discomfort or bloating. Now here's what surprises most people. Prunes have actually been shown in studies to work better than many fiber supplements. And unlike harsh laxatives, they don't force your body. They cooperate with it. So, how should you use them? I recommend starting with 5 to 6 prunes per day. You can eat them as is, or if they feel too sweet or chewy, soak them in warm water for 10-15 minutes to soften them. Some people prefer prune juice, which can work too, but the whole fruit gives you more fiber. Most people feel results within 24 to 48 hours, sometimes even faster if they stay well hydrated. Just remember, prunes are concentrated, so a little goes a long way. Don't overdo it. One more tip. If you've been relying on over-the-counter laxatives and you want to transition to something more natural, prunes can be the perfect bridge. They support your body without creating dependency. And yes, they're still a favorite in many senior communities for one simple reason: they work. So the next time someone jokes about prunes being an old person's fruit, just smile and remember they're laughing, while you're digesting just fine. Number 6 on our list is the pear. Now, pears might not get as much attention as apples or kiwis, but when it comes to digestive health, they are one of the most quietly powerful fruits you can eat. Why? Because pears bring a perfect balance of what your gut needs: fiber, water, and natural sugars that help move things along, gently and effectively. Let's start with the fiber. A medium-sized pear contains around 6 grams of fiber, which is a big deal. That's more than what you get in an apple. And the best part is that pears have both soluble and insoluble fiber. The flesh gives you the soft, gel-like fiber that soothes your intestines, while the skin provides the rougher fiber that helps keep things moving. But that's not all. Pears also contain sorbitol. Yes, the same natural sugar alcohol found in prunes. Sorbitol helps draw water into your colon, softening stool and making it easier to pass. And here's something most people don't know. Pears also contain fructose, which, in small amounts, acts as a mild natural laxative. The combination of fructose and sorbitol is part of what makes pears such a uniquely effective fruit for constipation relief. Now, if you're wondering how to get the most out of pears, here are a few tips. Always eat the skin. That's where a lot of the fiber lives. Wash it well, but don't peel it. Try eating 1 medium pear per day, either as a morning snack or, my favorite, as a bedtime treat. There's something about having a juicy, hydrating fruit before bed that helps your body reset overnight. In fact, I often recommend pairing it with a cup of warm herbal tea to enhance its natural effect. And for those of you who deal with irregularity, but also worry about sugar levels, good news. Pears have a low glycemic index, so they won't spike your blood sugar the way processed snacks do. So if you're looking for a fruit that's gentle enough for daily use, but strong enough to make a real difference, the pear is your quiet hero. Coming up next, fruit number 7. It's tropical, bright orange, and has a special enzyme that helps break down what your stomach can't. Let's talk about papaya. If you've ever traveled through tropical countries, you've probably seen papaya served at breakfast, and that's not by accident. In places where people still eat with their digestion in mind, papaya is a staple. What makes papaya different from other fruits on this list is that it doesn't just help move waste along. It also helps you digest your food better in the first place. And that's thanks to a powerful enzyme called papain. Papain helps break down proteins, especially the kind that tend to sit heavy in your gut, like red meat, cheese, or eggs. If you're someone who often feels full for hours after eating, or gets bloated after dinner, that could be a sign that your digestion is sluggish. Papaya can give it a helpful nudge. But that's not all. A medium-sized papaya gives you around 5 grams of fiber, plus a high water content, both of which are essential for keeping things moving. This combination makes papaya a gentle, hydrating option, especially for those who suffer from dry, compacted stool or irregularity. And here's something I've seen over and over again. People who add papaya to their mornings often notice a change within just a few days. One viewer in her 70s told me she started replacing her morning toast with a small bowl of fresh papaya. Within the first week, not only did her digestion improve, but she also felt lighter and less bloated all day. Now, if you're planning to try papaya, a few notes. Choose ripe papayas. They should be slightly soft to the touch and give off a sweet smell. 1 cup per day is usually enough. You can eat it on its own, blend it into smoothies, or toss it into a fruit salad with a squeeze of lime juice. And here's an important heads up. If you have a latex allergy, check with your doctor before eating papaya, as the enzyme papain can sometimes cross-react in sensitive individuals. For most people, though, papaya is incredibly well tolerated, and it's one of the few fruits that supports both digestion and elimination at the same time. Number 8 on our list is blackberries. Now, blackberries might not be the first fruit you think of when it comes to digestion. They're more often seen on top of desserts or in summer fruit bowls. But don't be fooled by their size or sweetness. These little berries pack a serious punch when it comes to fiber. Just 1 cup of fresh blackberries gives you about 8 grams of fiber. That's nearly a third of your recommended daily intake, delivered in a handful of juicy, flavorful bites. And this is not just any fiber. Blackberries provide both soluble and insoluble types, helping to both soften your stool and keep it moving through your system. That's a rare combo in such a small fruit. But there's more. Blackberries are rich in anthocyanins, the compounds that give them their deep purple-black color. These antioxidants help reduce inflammation in the gut and support overall digestive health, especially for people who deal with discomfort, bloating, or mild cramping during constipation. They also contain a high water content, which adds to their stool softening power, and yet they're surprisingly low in sugar, making them a great option for people who are watching their blood glucose levels. What I personally love about blackberries is how easy they are to use. You can add them to yogurt, oatmeal, salads, smoothies, or just eat them by the handful. And if fresh ones are out of season or too expensive, frozen blackberries work just as well, and sometimes even better because they're picked and frozen at peak ripeness. I often suggest 1 cup a day, especially in the afternoon when you might feel sluggish or need a snack that actually supports your system instead of slowing it down. Now, a quick tip. Chew them slowly. The seeds inside blackberries also provide extra fiber, but chewing well helps your body get the most out of them. So if you're looking for a fruit that's small in size but big in digestive impact, blackberries might just be the secret weapon you didn't know you needed. And there you have it. 8 fruits. 8 natural ways to help your body let go of what it doesn't need, without relying on harsh chemicals, pills, or gimmicks. But before we wrap up, let's go over some smart tips to help you use these fruits the right way, and avoid the common mistakes that can cancel out their benefits. Let's talk practical next. If you're still watching, first of all, thank you. That already tells me something important. You're not just curious. You care about your health, about feeling better in your body. So while we're in the middle of these powerful fruits, I have a quick favor to ask. Hit that like button if you've learned something new so far. Subscribe if you want more practical, natural health tips like this every week. And if any of these fruits have helped you personally, drop the name in the comments. Your story might just help someone else. All right, back to the list. Let's keep your gut moving and your health thriving. Now, before you run out to the store and buy every fruit on this list, let me share a few important tips. Because as powerful as these fruits are, how you use them matters just as much as which ones you choose. Let's start with the most important rule of all. Fiber needs water. Think of fiber like a sponge. It can absorb and hold on to water, which is great for softening stool. But if you don't drink enough water, that same fiber can dry things out and make constipation worse. So if you're adding more fiber-rich fruits to your day, you absolutely need to increase your water intake too. Aim for at least 8 glasses a day and sip throughout the day, not all at once. Next, don't rush it. If your body isn't used to this much fiber and you suddenly jump from 0 to 5 servings a day, you're probably going to feel bloated, gassy, or uncomfortable. Start with 1 or 2 servings a day and let your gut adjust over a few days before adding more. Also, timing matters. Many people find that eating fiber-rich fruits in the morning helps jumpstart the digestive system for the day. Others like to eat them in the evening, especially fruits like pears or prunes, to support overnight digestion. Experiment and see what rhythm works best for your body. Another tip: stay consistent. 1 fruit, 1 time, probably won't fix chronic constipation. But 1 or 2 servings every day? That can reshape your gut rhythm over time. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't do it once and expect results forever. It's a habit. And finally, a gentle reminder. These fruits are amazing, but they're not a cure-all. If you've gone more than a week without a bowel movement, or if you're having pain, blood in your stool, or unexplained weight loss, don't self-treat with fruit alone. See a doctor. Your body might be asking for more than fiber. But for day-to-day support, gentle regularity, and long-term gut health, these fruits can be your best friends. They work with your body, not against it. And when you use them right, you'll feel the difference, not just in your digestion, but in your energy, your mood, even your sleep. Coming up next, let's do a quick recap and rank the fruits based on how fast and how gently they tend to work, so you can choose what's best for your situation. So now that we've gone through all 8 fruits, you're probably wondering, which one works the fastest? Well, from everything I've seen over the years, both in studies and in real people's lives, prunes consistently come out on top. They tend to work quickly, often within a day, and for some people even overnight. If you're looking for something strong but natural, that's where many start, and see real results fast. Right behind prunes, I've seen kiwi and figs do amazing things, especially when eaten daily. Kiwi, with its natural enzyme actinidin, can gently get things moving in a day or two, while figs, especially dried ones, seem to work really well for those who struggle with fiber from grains or supplements. Papaya and pears usually follow closely. Papaya shines when your digestion is sluggish, while pears, with their special mix of fiber and sorbitol, offer steady, noticeable relief if you stay consistent. For people who want long-term gut support, blackberries, dragon fruit, and apples are fantastic choices. They may not be the fastest, but they help keep your system balanced, regular, and supported over time, without any harsh side effects. So, if your goal is quick relief, start with prunes or kiwi. But if you're in it for the long haul, if you want to feel lighter, more regular, and more in tune with your body, these fruits can work together as part of your daily rhythm. And in the end, that's the real goal. Not just to go once and feel better for a moment, but to rebuild a digestive system that works naturally, day in and day out. Let's take a step back for a moment. Because this video hasn't really just been about fruit. It's been about something deeper, something we often forget as we age. It's about listening to the body instead of ignoring it. It's about realizing that symptoms like bloating, sluggish bowels, and discomfort aren't just normal parts of getting older. They're signals. The truth is, we spend so much of our lives learning to push through pain, to put up with discomfort, or to turn to quick fixes, like pills and laxatives, that often do more harm than good. But healing doesn't always require something dramatic. Sometimes it begins with something as simple as reaching for the right fruit. Something gentle, something natural. And when you support your digestion, you're not just improving how you go to the bathroom. You're helping your energy levels, your sleep, your mood, even your immune system. Because when your gut is happy, everything else starts to fall into place. So if there's one thing I hope you take away from this video, it's this. You are not powerless, even if you've struggled for years, even if nothing seems to work. It's not too late to rebuild, not too late to listen to your body and to yourself. You don't have to suffer silently. Start small. Start naturally. If this video spoke to you, if even one fruit on this list made you think, that's exactly what I need, then take the next small step. Try it. Pick one fruit. Just one. Add it to your day for the next 3 days and see how your body responds. Sometimes, the smallest changes lead to the biggest shifts. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way, you won't miss the next time we talk about simple, natural ways to feel better, live lighter, and age with strength. Also, I'd love to hear from you. Which fruit are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments. Your experience could help someone else feel a little less alone in what they're going through. Take care of yourself, gently, daily, and with intention.